I want to take a moment and welcome everyone. We don't have a microphone system out here. It's a little cold to string one, but we are streaming, and I want to first of all say hello to everyone who is tuning in on the internet. This is obviously a very, very momentous, important occasion for Lincoln Trail College. I'm glad you could join us. For social distancing purposes, we've kept the group a little bit small for this. Hopefully in the future, when we cut a ribbon on a new building, we'll have a larger celebration. So thank you for coming. I want to acknowledge a couple of folks before I pass this on to Rod Harmon for the Lincoln Trail College Foundation to be represented and say a few words. We have with us today the construction firm and representatives from Swingler Construction. Brian Swingler is right over here. Brian, thank you for being here. And we also have Sandra Walk from the architecture firm who is with us today. We thank you for coming and appreciate everything you've done. Obviously, this corner looks a little different than it did just a couple of weeks ago. The work on demolition started and was done pretty much over 3 or 4 days, and we're real close to the time when foundation is going to be dug and built. So we wanted to commemorate the occasion with some type of groundbreaking ceremony, and that's what today is all about. First person who's going to say a few words today is no stranger to Lincoln Trail College. Rod Harmon has been with Lincoln Trail for years and years and years and is the director of the Lincoln Trail Foundation. So Rod, if you could come up, use the microphone, and make a few brief remarks and introduce whoever you would like to, that'd be great.
Good morning. I've been coming on this campus for a while, and it's always a pleasure to come out to Lincoln Trail. And recently we've been seeing some changes out here, which is always good. Dr. Gower's been here this is your 4th year, Dr. Gower? First, let me say Sheila Mikeworth is our president. She would have been here today, but she's having some surgery tomorrow, so she couldn't come. So I've asked our treasurer, assistant treasurer, and our longest tenured foundation board member, Mr. Bill Thomas, to come up and speak on behalf of the foundation. We're proud to be a part of the college, so proud, and this is going to be a wonderful addition to the campus. We use the theater a lot for our fundraisers, and we're looking forward to seeing the new structure. Mr. Thomas, if you're...
Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. My name is Bill Thomas. I'm a member of the Lincoln Trail College Foundation Board of Directors. I've been on the foundation board through every president we've had at Lincoln Trail College, and I will tell you for sure, this one's number one. Unfortunately, he's no longer our president, but he's in a position to really help us. Nonetheless, the Lincoln Trail Foundation's mission is to assist Lincoln Trail College, and the Performing Arts Center has been a great attribute in helping us with our mission to, among the important things we do is raise money for scholarships. Currently, we're involved in a program. Did I do something? Okay. Currently, we're involved in a program where we have tribute groups paying tribute to former rock and roll stars and country stars of the past, and it's helped us raise money for scholarships, which is one of our principal missions right now. We're really excited about this, as the foundation is very excited about this addition, and it'll be a great attribute for the college and the community. One thing I want to say that the Zwermer's Arts Center and the programs put on here are a terrific conduit between this community and the whole county and the college. More people come out here because of this, other than as students, than any other reason. And I'm proud to be here and speak on behalf of the foundation. We love Lincoln Trail.
Thank you, Rod, and thank you, Bill. I can safely say that everyone here would agree that Lincoln Trail College would not be the same without the work and the generous donations that have been made possible through the foundation. So thank you. I want to acknowledge a couple of other people that are here today. Several members of the faculty have joined us out here today. Thank you for doing that. Yvonne Newland is here. Yvonne was a longtime performing arts teacher at Lincoln Trail, a music teacher at Lincoln Trail College. We appreciate her being here today, as well as our faculty that have made it out. So thank you. Also, we have two of the members of the Board of Trustees. I'm sure Dr. Gower was going to recognize them, but I'll quickly recognize Mr. John Brooks and Barb Scheimer. They are here, both from Crawford County, and able to attend today. So thank you. And now it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce the Chancellor of IECC and the recent President of Lincoln Trail College, and the guy that knows more about this project than just about anyone here because he has birthed it in many ways. So it's a pleasure to introduce Dr. Ryan Gower.
Good morning, everybody. March 2017 was the start of the Theater Renaissance Project. So I told President Eddy as I came in this morning, today has been a long time coming, and a lot of people here have played a very active role in that, and I'd like to thank you. I do want to begin my comments today by acknowledging John Manning. John, would you wave to everybody who's here? John has served as the executor of the Gladys Jones estate. And for those of you who are not aware, as you look at a lot of the growth that has taken place at Lincoln Trail College over the past 4 years, it's because of the generous support of the Lincoln Trail College Foundation and in a lot of ways the support of Gladys Jones, who gave us a significant gift from her estate. I've enjoyed working with John. I spent some time with John early on in this process talking about the ways that Gladys would have wanted her funds to be used and learned more about her sons. One was an avid athlete, the other had a great love for the performing arts, so I think it's very suitable that a significant portion of those funds went to the addition of Statesman Park that sits to the west, which is home of our new soccer programs, and now the remainder of those funds will be used to the construction of this project that we're celebrating today. So John, thank you very much. As I said, it was the spring of 2017 that we started this process, and there were really two very important men that were at the root of this, and I was not one of them. One we've already acknowledged was Mr. Rod Harmon, the executive director of the foundation, and the other is Jim Rogers, who at that time was a member of the Lincoln Trail College Foundation. And I want everybody to know that it is the love and the passion that both of those men had for performing arts and for the theater that's the reason that we're here today. And so, Rod, thank you very much for serving as the inspiration for the work that we're doing today. I appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, this Theater Renaissance project had two different phases. One of the phases was looking for ways to beautify the facility. For those who aren't aware, we've done some significant work inside the theater. We've added new curtains, we've added new LED lights, and we have also done some minor, some work on the soundboard and also some minor aesthetics inside the building. But from the onset, what was really clear was that this facility was lacking storage space. We needed places to build sets. We needed places to store props. And so as a result, the Theater Renaissance Committee, I see Larry Quick is here today. He was a member of that committee with us. We started thinking about how we could add a production facility. Really quickly, we worked with Sandra and we came up with a mock-up for probably a $400,000 addition to Lincoln Trail College. But then something interesting happened. And it turns out that people who work in the performing arts have a lot of vision and have a lot of imagination and creativity. And I got a knock on my door, and Barb Scheimer and Rebecca Carmack, I thought I saw Rebecca. Is Rebecca here this morning? No. Barb and Rebecca came to my door and said, hey Ryan, we have a different idea. And they brought forward a plan that would add a new choral facility for Lincoln Trail, a new mid-sized lecture hall, which is something we need, and that has really served as the inspiration for the project that we're celebrating today. So in closing, I would just like to say this. I'm as excited about the construction of this project, not just because of the ways that it is going to serve Crawford County, but because of what it represents for Lincoln Trail College. As an educator, I have always believed in the importance of growth. If you think about what we do in higher education, it's focused on growth. We gain knowledge, we grow as professionals, and we hopefully grow as people as well. This expansion is the first brick and mortar construction at Lincoln Trail since 1975. That's growth. But more important than the growth that this building physically represents, I want you to know how excited I am to see the growth at Lincoln Trail College in all the other ways. As I look at the people who are here, over the past 4 years, I have seen our faculty embrace new modalities, new technology, new ways of reaching our students. That's growth. I've seen our faculty and staff recommit themselves to finding ways to build relationships with high schools, enroll students, help students persist, help students graduate and attain their professional goals. That's growth. So as excited as I am about the building, I'm much more excited by what it represents, which is the fact that Lincoln Trail College has got a new mindset, that we're thinking to the future and we're growing to the future. So I'm just so humbled to be here as a part of all that with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gower. I want to make one more acknowledgement here because this gentleman is one of the hardest working men in show business. And this morning found out that some of our IT department was not in, but nonetheless decided that he could set this all up. And that's Chris Ford. Chris, thank you very much for making sure that this is out there. Those watching the streaming video, Chris is totally responsible for that. He set it all up today, and we appreciate him very, very much. So now, this is kind of what the moment is about, and that is for these folks up here to grab a shovel, make it down the gangplank, and face this direction, and we will break some ground. The rest of you can come up here, obviously a little bit closer for the moment of the groundbreaking. So shovels over here. That's real gold. Careful. They're heavy. The golden shovel.
You know how you run one of these?
I believe I've used one of these a time or two.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, man your shovels and woman your shovels, and on the count of 3, we're going to dig some dirt. We're going to turn some dirt. 1, 2, 3. We will leave the majority of the turning of the dirt to the men who turn dirt better than we do. We'll be starting very, very soon.
It's not big, man. It's not big. Where'd it go, Ron?
Thank you all for coming today. We appreciate you being here. Look forward to a much larger celebration when we do the ribbon cutting. Thanks for coming.